It's just telling us, yes, good morning, good morning. Just letting us know how to structure our lives, how to structure our day, and it's all about mindset. So I'm going to be um addressing the mindset of a trainer this morning. And of course, I'm going to take that from the perspective. Let's start with the first lesson that was shared with us by Mr. Prosper on the basic level. One of the things that he talked about, was what it takes to become a forex trader. It's not about how much money you have. It's not entirely about that. And it's not purely strategy. It's a whole lot of things. But the biggest part of being a forex trader is your psychology, your mindset. That is when you know exactly who you are. First of all, before you enter the market, you have to know who you are. If not, when you enter the market will tell you who you should be. Trust me, a lot of people come and learn that lesson the hard way. And once you're able to conquer that beast, as I say, which is the beast of self, every other thing will fall into place. No matter what the outcomes are for you on a daily basis, every other thing will fall into place. So, yeah, understanding. So, I will look at it from the bottom to the top. It's a pyramid that he's showed us. Of course, 10% is strategy. You can imagine is the smallest part of the whole thing. And 30% is how you manage your funds, how you control yourself, manage your risk, understand what it is that you're able to do. All of those parts are broken down in different portions, and we've been addressing them on this training for the past couple of weeks. And the biggest portion is psychology. The psychology of a trader. You have to be very set on what it is that you're doing, why you're doing this. Understanding who you are starts from, okay, knowing yourself. Jim Rohn that we listened to, one of so many of his videos, but one of his videos that I listened to a while back, we said to know yourself is to grow yourself. To know yourself is also to lead yourself, because when you know yourself, you'll be able to properly manage your emotions. One of the things that I use heavily every day, and I teach it very well as an expert, is emotional intelligence. In fact, it encompasses the psychology of a trader, understanding your emotional intelligence, being self aware at all times, knowing how you are feeling. How am I feeling today? Am I in a good place? Is my mind right? Am I balanced? Am I stable? Am I able to think rationally? Am I able to be very objective with the decisions that I'm going to make today? And even as the day progresses, seeing how the events of the day unfold and how it actually affects your emotions is also part of your self-awareness and your ability to manage those emotions. And then once you're able to do those things and make the right decision at the right moment, you would have conquered everything. That is, of course, knowing that, okay, knowing how and when to start trading, and knowing when to stop trading, knowing when to make decisions. So I can tell you some stories about myself. When I started this journey, I used to really try to take the market from an emotional standpoint and say, okay, the market is going this way. Don't worry, I know it's going to come back this way. And then I would stay there and I'll be looking at it, and the market is going against me. And I'm hoping, I'm wishing upon a star that something is going to happen to reverse it back in my favor. My mindset was not right. I wasn't able to make a quick, decisive decision immediately. One of the things that you have to do with self-awareness is it allows you to be sort of like a sniper. You're able to make a quick decision, enter, get out, enter, get out. That mindset of sharpness, alertness, knowing that this is a market that is not working with emotions, is not working with whether you have a lot of money or you have a little bit of money, or whether today you're hoping that things are going to go in your favor. No, it's not working with that. But for you, taking control of yourself and knowing who you are before you go in there, it allows you to function well. Regardless of how the market plays out, you are still in control. You know that with your plan that you have made, you are going to be able to stick to that plan, to know that, okay, this is how many trades I'm taking. And after this, no more. I'm out. I'm done. And you just shut it down and you focus on something else. And that is why having a balanced emotional state is very, very important. So he talks about this very well, and it plays a major role in your decision making, right? It allows you to make very good decisions for yourself. And over time, this is something that is not it doesn't happen immediately. You build it over time. Sorry, excuse me. You build it over time. So as you begin to practice, wake up in the morning, set up your routine, have your plan, have your game plan. When we talk about trading plan, there is no cookie cutter system. Your trading plan will definitely look different from my trading plan. My mentor and my coach, Dr. Dupe, when she introduced me to this, thank you so much, Mama. One of the things she always tells me is that you have to have a plan. And the day I finally, sat down and wrote my plan, I reached out to her, I said, oh, this is my plan. This is what I'm going to do. And it was very different from what she was doing. And she was like, that's good. If that's what you think works for you, yes, good. And then as things went along, I even made some modifications to the plan. Another thing that I would say is have someone that you are accountable to, have someone that you're always checking in with. Sometimes when you're doing this thing by yourself, you're working, and that is why, being a part of this mastermind and having partnerships and accountability and people that you're able to go back and talk to really helps the journey. It helps you go along and it helps you grow faster. I always say something, or I don't think it's me, it's not a personally coined phrase, but it's a very popular thing. If you want to go fast, go by yourself. That means you'll be walking really fast. Nobody's talking to you, nobody's disturbing you. You go you're just doing your thing. But if you want to go far, you have to go with people, but not just any kind of people. You have to be very mindful the kind of people who you are tagging on that journey with. They have to have the same mindset. They have to have a heart, not just the same mindset, but a heart for not having the same goals. But like-heartedness means that they have a heart to think and be the same way you are. That means a heart to serve, a heart to, win, a heart not to give up, and things like that. Even if I am able to quote the Bible today, and I apologize for anyone who's not grounded in that area, Ecclesiastes talks about, two are better than one. And woe unto that person that is walking alone. If he falls, he will have no one to carry him. But when there's two people going on a journey, if one falls, the other person can prop the other one up. So that's why it's always good to have the right people in your corner. So we talk about a mindset, knowing yourself, getting in there with emotional intelligence, being balanced, being self-aware at all times. Now understanding how to create your ecosystem, going with the right people. And it's a process. And everyone's process is different. Some people have come on here, they'll say, oh, in 1 week, they won their challenge. That's good. But that is not the template. That's not the benchmark. You don't measure your own progress based on that. If they were able to accomplish those milestones in that short amount of time, that does not discredit you as a trader. It doesn't mean that if you do yours in a longer space of time that you are not doing well, that you are a failure or something, or you're not going to make it in this market. It's not the first person to get a profit that makes the most money in Forex market. It's the person that consistently shows up every day and is able to practice all of the things that they have learned, put a system in place, and exercise that system with precision every day. One of the things that I'm doing now is, okay, I know how many trades I'm going to take in a day. And if those time slots that I've put for myself goes against me, well, that's good. Tomorrow we move. Again, we try. That is it. That's the mindset. We move. I'm done for today. I've already exhausted my portion for today. Tomorrow, I pick up the rest and we start again. And the beauty about this industry is within, depending on your location, before you sleep and wake up, the market has opened and closed. So even within your 24 hours, you have 2 opportunities to get in the market and do something. So you don't have to wait a long time to kind of try again. So please, psychology is the biggest thing, that we have to really conquer that beast and win that battle in our mind and put that plan in place and make sure that that plan is working for us. And one of the things as a social media person and, someone who's heavily invested in sales and marketing is you have to do some type of A/B testing. Sometimes you have your first plan, you work it out, you see maybe based on scheduling, based on time allocation, based on even your trading plan and strategy, things might not really work. So you try another one, you have an alternative B testing. and you see, okay, this one is working better. So when you do your A/B testing, you see which one gives you better results, better outcome, or which one even fits better with you as a person. This thing has to work around your life. One thing I say is any business I'm doing that I cannot build around the life that I already have, because the life you already have includes your family. It includes the things that are very tangible, the things that God has blessed us with, that we should not undermine no matter what. That is your family, your faith, the things that are so substantial, your friends. I'm not really friends, but those things that really make your life meaningful. That if money was not a problem, those things should still be there. Those are the things that will carry you. You know, when people say it's lonely at the top, it's because they haven't nurtured good relationships on their way to the top. So they haven't identified through discernment the people that need to go with them. They've carried everyone, and by the time they started rising, they realized that the people they were carrying were not good. So they had to shed the weight. And at the end of the day, they made it to the top of the mountain and they're successful. And it's like, oh, I'm here alone. No, it should never be lonely at the top. You should have your family. You should have your faith, your faith community. You should have critical people that keep you grounded. So those are the things that we need to build this Forex thing around. And then as you're making your trading plan, you're planning it around those things, because those things, I will tell you, they are priority. No matter how much money we make from this Forex thing, if we don't have those things, I would say you don't have anything. That life will be an empty life. And nobody wants you to be rich and empty. Even God doesn't want you to do that. He said, I wish above all things that you prosper, even as your soul prospers. So as you are prospering and your soul is prospering, now that is when you know that a person is blessed. That is the blessed life. And I highly advocate living a blessed life on this platform, not just aiming to become rich and wealthy. Yes, we are called the Wealth Hub. You know, God gives us the power to get wealth by learning this skill, but he also wants us to build the things that are super important, which is, of course, a relationship with him. So all of that ties into your psychology. Because when you have a well-grounded spiritual mindset, you have a relationship with God, you know, greed doesn't have much of a role to play, because that also plays in your psychology. I can tell you, a lot of the leaders here, even my wonderful partner, Mr. Ezekiel, you enter the market, that spirit of greed, chat, that spirit is there. It is so real. If you don't get into Forex, when people say you're greedy, say I'm not greedy. But trust me, when you will test your greed meter, let me put it that way, is when you start trading Forex. That's when you know that the spirit of greed is at play in my life. Because when you win, you won small, you're like, that's good. It still happened to me last week. Win small, I'll be like, oh, no, I think it can go more, it can go more. Trust me, that thing went against me, and then I ended up losing. You know, and I went home with little to nothing profit, even when I should have taken something substantial that was already given to me and closed it and left it like that. But that spirit of greed is prevalent in this market. This market is anywhere money is, but anywhere money is, you have to know that some things will be at play. Greed will be at play. Pride will be at play. Those are things that affects our psychology, greed and pride. You think, oh yeah, I got it. I've analyzed the market. You know, I know it. It's supposed to work out this way. But the market doesn't care about your analysis. Remember one thing. No matter how good your analysis is, which is 10% part of our strategy, right? We're going to talk about the Liberty strategy today. It doesn't matter. We are all speculators in the market. There's no crystal ball in your hand that tells you for sure. I mean, maybe some of you will have it. I don't know. But as far as I know, nobody has a crystal ball to see the future. But one thing is we speculate, we use our strategy, we map it out, and then we practice restraint so that when our speculation goes against us, then we're able to pull ourselves back and still come out very well, come out in a very good place, balanced. One of the things that one of the trainers that I work with said is, you know, no matter how you get into the market, no matter how it plays out, you have to build your mindset to the point where you are kind of like balanced. You're not too happy and you're not too sad. You have to always be in the middle. So when you make good gains, you're not like, hey, I made it. You'll be happy, you'll be excited. That's good. It's a good day in the market. We had a good day today. That's good. You know, tomorrow, hopefully we even have a better day. But you're not so happy and excited that it allows you to now start looking at yourself like, oh, this is so great, because when you now lose, then you're pulled all the way to the left and you're so sad. You should not allow the market or this business or this system that we're plugged into to determine your emotions. Again, back to emotional intelligence, self-awareness, being able to manage your emotions, being balanced at all times. I know I have just a few more minutes to go, so I'll just quickly cover the risk management aspect of this thing. As you know, we're studying the Liberty Strategy this week. One of the things that Rich talked about is just understanding that there is a way to manage risk. And that risk management also ties into every strategy that you're going to employ. You have to have risk management at all times. That means you know how much, first of all, you're willing to lose. Start from there. Based on the size of your account, based on your capital, based on what you're putting in the market, you have to start with how much of this am I willing to lose. You cannot go and say, no, I don't want to lose anything. That is juju. Now juju, that one na juju. You will lose something. So you have to start with how much are you willing to lose? And then of course you end with, okay, based on how much I'm willing to lose, how much more am I hoping? Yeah, because it's a hope, because it's not guaranteed, right? How much am I hoping to gain? Then you set your money management from there. And then of course, sometimes you can have a 1-to-1, 1-to-2, 1-to-3. With the Liberty Strategy is actually a 1-to-4 ratio, based on the tool that we're working with, which is the NAS 100, is the NASDAQ tools. So he advocates for 1-to-4, which is great. And of course, once Mr. Ezekiel breaks down the analysis, you'll see why that is. And of course, last but not the least, your technical know-how. Everything we're learning here every day, it has to be practiced. You know, you say talk and do. Yes, we talk on this platform, we teach, but we have to do it. There's some people that they have what we call analysis paralysis. They can analyze any chart. They will analyze it. By the time they finish analyzing it, is like, haha, this thing, you know that money is going to rest after this analysis. But then for them to now get in the market and implement what they've analyzed, you know, they're like, they're just in their head. They're too much in their head. And we can't afford to be those types of traders. When you analyze, you put it out there, you try it, you see it. And that is when you actually grow your confidence. You see everyone, me today, even when I analyze the market, I'm like, oh, wow, this thing's going to go here. It's going to go. I'm like, I'm even shocked at myself. I'm like, from when to when? Less than 2 months. So now I can even look at a chart and determine, okay, this is the next trade. This is where I should enter. This is where I need to get out. Does it mean I still don't make mistakes? No, I still make mistakes. Guess what? I'm human. We are all human. That human component is there. But there's a lot of progress that has been made. There's a lot of confidence that has been built. This thing no longer intimidates me. It's something that I now do. It's part of who I am. I'm like, oh, I'm going to trade. My children know mom is trading. Okay, let her focus. And when she's done, she's back to us. Or I'm back to other business. I do my trading at a certain time. After that time, I'm done. The rest of the day is for other businesses that I have to handle, other things that I have to do. So now it's like a smooth flow. So ladies and gentlemen, if I'm going to leave you with anything today, I will leave you with this. The fact that this opportunity is amazing. It's great. Don't do it alone. Focus on know yourself first. Build this thing based on who you are. Don't take another person's size of achievement to measure where you think you want to get to. Let it encourage you. Let it inspire you. But don't let it dictate how you shape out your journey on this. Everything that we're being given, when you receive all of the training, all of the resources, everything that everyone is sharing, take it back, sit down, get your journal out. And I'm hoping everybody actually has a journal. You have your trading journal, you have your business journal. I've already, in my short amount of time that I've lived, I've used so many journals. I keep stacking them up. I don't throw them away because it's part of my legacy for my children. One day when I'm no longer here, they can see those journals and look at how mom lived her life. They can read through it and see how she planned all the businesses. They can see how she failed in some. They can see some of my thoughts, my mindset, some things that I'm not even able to share with them. They can actually go back and see it. And then they can hopefully take that and use it to build their own lives, and even use it as a template to teach their children how to build a life. It's not just money we leave for our children. We leave our footprint. And a lot of that footprint is mapped out in the things that we take time to write out, the things that we take time to plan, the things that we take time to execute. Those are the things that people are going to see in the future. Some people say write a book and leave your imprint in the world forever. Even if you don't write a book, if you keep journals and you keep all of your thoughts, all of the daily plans, the weekly, the monthly, the annual plans, that one is enough for anyone to remember you by. And that's something you can leave behind. And people know this person lived a guided and guarded life. Thank you all so much for your time this morning. I'm going to pass it on quickly to my wonderful partner, Mr. Ezekiel. And let's take it with the Liberty Strategy. God bless you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Dr. OJ. Please give it up to Dr. OJ. 111, everybody. If you got value from that, session, is power packed. It's really power packed. You see, my journal is filled up. It's really filled up with too much value right there. Dr. Love won't like me. I wish I should just settle for this. Like, okay, he has taken so much of, the risk management and the psychology part. For me, I would just go and sit down and think about those and let me, communicate it to myself, internalize it. Dr. Love, you won't permit me. If you permit me, I will just be okay.
You mentioned my name. We've not done your 60 minutes. We've not done your 60 minutes.
Actually, I'm so blessed with that. It's not the person that gets the first profit that makes the most profit. Dr. Love, sorry, Dr. OJ, I quote that. I quote you. That's gonna stay with me forever.
Yes, so.
All right. So I don't know what you learned from this session. Type it on the chat box. Sorry, I don't like to rush. Don't mind me. I don't like to rush. This market doesn't need you rushing. They actually need you internalizing things. You watch and watch again, you learn something, you write it down again and again. Even if it's the market structure, you draw it and draw it again. Like she talked about journals, I have too many. I have this, I have I have this, I have this, I have too many. I know which one to use for which and which one to, is just like that. All right. So please, everyone on the call, make us a promise today that you will get your journal. All right. If you're going to get your journal, please put a 222 on the chat box. All right. So as I share my screen, Auntie Esther, are you there? Can you summarize just in 2 minutes what
my beautiful journal is here too.
Yeah, beautiful. Yeah. So you see, leaders are taking the lead. They have their journals. That makes sense. Auntie Esther, are you there?
Pass our hands up, Mr. Ezekiel.
Okay,
yes,
Auntie Dupsy. Yes. You're one of us. I'll make you an admin, man. Go ahead, please.
Dr. Tupa's hands is up too.
Yeah, please go ahead. Auntie Dupsy will come after you. Auntie Dupsy is our big mama.
Good morning. Oh, after her, I wanted to talk to Dr. OJ's presentation.
Okay, go ahead, ma.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you so very much. This is fantastic. Dr. Love, my prayer for you now. Make I talk out for front. Love will pursue you to the end. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen.
Thank you for Team A. I celebrate you. I thank God for that presentation by Dr. O. Dr. O, you know how I am. Now, don't leave us without an assignment. You've spoken so much. Please give the house an assignment. Thank God Ezekiel just talked about the journal. You've brought up mindset, relating it now to trading. Everyone here, by the time they come tomorrow, Dr. Love, please don't forget, this assignment must be done. Mindset without a take-home assignment will leave the people in the middle of nowhere. So for Liberty Strategy, the assignment is key. Before we even go into presentation of the Liberty Strategy, this assignment will lead you on, because Liberty Strategy is a major thing in the Forex of today that we will all continue to use. So, sweetheart, I need you to leave us with a very striking pattern assignment so that when we come tomorrow, we have a review of what people have done and how we can take it. And guys, please go and call people. We leave. Dr. O is 1 hour behind me. This is 5:52. I've been here since almost 1 hour. She's been here since 4 a.m. her time. We don't have excuse in Nigeria. Please get people on this call right now. If na AirPod, put them for your ear, take hair, cover them. If your boss does not like it, he won't see it. God will help us. Thank you. I wanted to drop that so that we have something to take home from the mindset class. Thank you.
Thank you,
Mama. Ma. I'm just wondering about that calling of people. Call me, I don't tire for that. People, 700 people in that members group, but you will just be seeing. When we started this 10 a.m. continuous, me, I even want tire. I said, maybe they do every 2 days. You said, the leader said, no, love, let's continue with the consistency. But people, I don't understand. How would they beg people? Say they can't learn better.
No, not be beg, Dr. Love, not be beg. See, we're moving 700 people, so we have 700 different mindset. It's called individual differences in psychology. So remember, I keep saying, John Maxwell says, a leader without followers is taking a walk. We do not want to take, and Dr. O just said it just now, we don't want to get to the top and say the top is lonely. We continue to move them. We were never up to this number now. Sometimes you are wondering, where is everybody? Now we are getting to the 40s and 50s. At the end of the day, we are leaving them with a legacy of Forex trading. There's no way they will talk about the success story, success or failure story, that they won't talk of them coming to learn. It was never so. I have some people in a particular class. Now, once they finish, now they rush in here. So why not? If not, let's keep. We cannot stop as leaders. We can only keep pushing. The ones that will come, will come. The ones that will not come, will not come. But let's do our part. Okay. I understand the frustration. Dr. Love has actually said, no, we'll just do a few days. We said, let there be consistency so that people that are coming every day will be getting value. You can't, because of other people, not deal with the ones that are coming. So we love you. We appreciate you. We thank you for showing up every time and every day. You see, the more you show up, the better you become. The more you show up, the better you become. Put your hands to it. God bless you. Let me allow you guys so that we can go to Liberty. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Mama.
Thank you, Dr. Dupe. Thank you, Ma. Appreciate you always. Love you, Ma. So, yes, what is our assignment for tomorrow? Like, we're going to take away from this is, first of all, if you do not have a journal, you need to get a journal. And in that journal, that is where you begin to write your plan, your trading plan. If you're wondering what a trading plan looks like, it's a combination of mindset, money management, and your strategy. We've talked about, of course, we dealt with the SMC strategy a couple of weeks ago, and now we are moving to the Liberty strategy. As you're growing as a trader and you begin to test these strategies, doing A/B testing, you will determine which one goes with your personality, your mindset, and which one works for you. But the biggest part of this in choosing your strategy is this, with the mindset part of it. Find the one that is most easier for you. Just like we trade on trend. Like when you get in the market, you're not trying to say, oh, market is buying now, let me try and sell and try to. No, you're going to buy with the market. So find the one that allows you to flow easily upstream. So it's not like you're not struggling with it. So that's why we're bringing so many things here. So it's not everything that is put on the table. It's like you go to a buffet line. Not everything that is on the buffet line that you eat. It will not be like Oyinbo man go there and say, eat fufu with jollof rice. In America, when you go to parties and you see wonderful Caucasian friends and they're like, oh, I want to try the African food. Let me just eat my jollof rice with the fufu. I'm like, no, it's not how it's meant to be. Pick the one that is easiest for you to digest and easiest for you to implement, the one that flows with your personality. For some people, SMC will be it for them for life and it will work. For some people, is this Liberty strategy and they will run with it and that would be their thing. And whatever your thing is, just run your race, stay in your lane, do your thing. So please get your journal, map out your plan. Know how many times or what time frames you want to trade. With Liberty Strategy, you will hear when Mr. Ezekiel starts, Rich talks about he doesn't do much of the Asian market with his Liberty Strategy. He waits for London and New York. That's when he implements it. He says he doesn't care to stay up at night or stay up late and things like that. And even for the most part, he doesn't even start with the London. He'll wait and then he'll catch the New York market. That's really when he's very heavy on his strategy. So pick the one that works for you. And that's what's going to make this trading thing last long. You're not going to burn out. You're going to do it with ease. You're going to move and you see yourself kind of moving through very well. So get your journal and put your plan in place so that way, as we are learning every single day, you are actually taking all the lessons in this mastermind and fitting it into your trading plan. You heard me. Your own, no, not my own, not Dr. O, not Dr. Love, not Dr. Dupe, not Mr. Ezekiel's plan. You are actually taking the lessons we're learning here and you are seeing how it fits into your trading plan. And that would make you a very good student that is able to, you learn and you implement. You learn and you implement. Like my partner will always say, Dr. O, it's not about what we're doing. I want us to practice. I want us to do it. I say, I agree with you. We got to practice. We got to do it. We got to do it. We got to do it. So our journal is our assignment. And inside that journal, when we come back tomorrow and as we're going through this week or the rest of July, let's have our trading plan in there. So every lesson, one side you go open up, okay, this is lesson. One side you open it, this is my trading plan. Me, my journal is so segmented. Another side is prospects, the people I have to call, the people I have to follow up with. So you map your own out the way you want. But please, everybody get yourself a journal and take some time, quiet time, sit down and map out your trading plan. Put your psychology in there. Once I lose 2 trades, I'm out of the market. This is how far I'm willing to go. How much money am I willing to bet? How much am I willing to lose? And whatever my goal is to win, I write it in there too. And then you put everything together. And of course, this is my strategy. It's SMC from you. I'm going to follow the SMC strategy. This is A plan. Then you put your B plan in place. So now when you start testing, A/B testing, okay, A plan is working better. It's getting me more results. Let me slow down on B. And then eventually be like, no, I am an A person. This is me, A-type personality. That's how psychologists determine our personality types. They match different things that we put out and they put it all together and determine, okay, this person is A. They have a bit of B, but they are A-type. So thank you so much, ma'am. God bless.
Thank you. God bless you. So, Dr. Love, please take this home for us. Shampepe, please, I don't see her here. Kindly let her, as the Dean of whatever, what do they call her? Dean of Faculty of Education. Please let her give us a sample of what trading plan should look like. But please don't wait for her. We just want a guide so that everybody has something. For example, I'm not even waiting to write. You must know. We must do this thing together.
No, they already know what to write, Mama, because you have to put your how much
do you want to write it and post it on the platform for us, please?
Yes,
Some
I
of
can
us
do.
learn by sight. That's what I mean. Thank you.
Oh yes, I can do that.
All right, Dr. Ezekiel. Amen in Jesus' name. Dr. Ezekiel, take over.
I'm actually enjoying you though. Thank you very much, Dr. OJ, Dr. Dupsy. You know, Auntie Esther, are you there? Are you there? Please, let's hear your voice. Let's hear your
Yes,
voice.
sir. I'm here 100%, sir. Good
All
morning.
right.
Sir.
All right. So you can do 5 minutes, right? Is it possible?
Sorry?
You can do 5 minutes. Is it possible?
Yeah, you said I should recap what Dr. OJ just
Yes.
taught us.
Yes.
Okay.
Can we see
I'll
faces?
try. My face?
Yeah, please.
Faces,
Oh,
please.
wow. Yeah. Let me go there. Please, you won't mind me because it's 3 a.m. I'm in here.
Okay.
I'm in bed.
Okay.
So please forgive
Yeah,
me.
it's okay. You're good, man.
Okay.
Ezekiel, we don't have to see the face of it. This is a presentation. Master Master, don't mind Ezekiel. You just teach us without showing your face.
I'm okay. I'm well dressed. Thank you very much for the opportunity to all our amazing leaders in the house. I count this a great privilege that partaking in this. First of all, I want to say I'm so much grateful to God for adding me to this very group. I was wishing we could make a choice, but when they say we can't make a choice to choose the leader we be under, I was like, God, please help me, because I wanted to be under Mr. Ezekiel. And when I saw my name there, I was really dancing. I said, yay, thank you, Jesus. So I'm so grateful to God for that privilege, because I need someone who can use horsewhip on my back if I'm not doing the right thing. Thank you so much, sirs and mas. Now, liberty strategy that we learned this morning says, I'm not sure if I got this first one, so that 10% or 90% is psychology. I'm not too sure I got the right thing there. I'm open to be corrected, please. But the main thing is we need to work on our psychology when we are going into trade. We must know our emotion for that day. If our emotion is not right, we should please stay away from trading. If we feel that we are upset or some things are distracting us, we're unable to give our attention to the market, it's better not to enter into the market, but stay off until we get our mindset right. She says our mindset has to do with sharpness of decision making, to know when to enter and when to come out. The sharpness is built with time. It doesn't just happen. So we need to really be patient to learn how to trade. We need to practice it. It's something that we need to do on daily basis, not just doing it at impulse and leaving it. She also told us that we need to have someone we are accountable to, someone that can guide us or talk to us when we are not doing the right thing. And then not to also be a lazy person. We need to have someone we are accountable to, that we tell what we achieve per day. Then we must be mindful of our target, mindful of, I missed that one. Showing up every day and putting the things we learn into practice is also part of this, what make the business work. Putting things into practice, not just coming to class and listening. And then she says psychology is a beast that we must conquer. And I attest to that. Psychology is what we need to conquer. That is not to have this fear of losing out or fear of, wanting to make back all the money that we lost in a trade. So we must be able to overcome that beast of losing out. You said, do your A/B test and know the one that works for you. I think I would like to know more about that A/B, what she meant by A/B test. Maybe I'm not getting that one right. But she said we must do A/B test. We must overcome the spirit of greed also. When we have our target, once we meet our target, no matter how the market is moving, we should please stay off for that day. We should be satisfied with the little that we have gotten, instead of, she gave us an example of how she traded and she was winning, and because she felt the market is still moving, she went in again and lost and only went home with very little. So we need to learn from our leaders' experiences and take correction. We must also overcome this spirit of greed. Take some profit and go out of the market and wait for another day. That's a message for me. Risk management is the next one she talked about. She said, know how much you are willing to lose. Like what I was listening to before the class started, was talking about 2% of our capital, which means we need to know how much we have in the market, and then be willing not to lose more than 2% of our capital, which means our market planning is very important. And she also said how much you want to gain, in which is about ratio 1 to 4. That is, we are willing to lose one. What we are willing to lose should be the ratio 1 to what we are willing to gain, which is 4. So then do not get analysis paralysis. We should not get or allow analysis paralysis to, destroy our plans for the day. Know when to enter and when to come. Do not business alone, that we will not remain alone on top. We should carry other people along. We should have people we are working with. We should have people whose life we want to also better, along as we are also working towards making our own life better, so that when we are succeeding, we will not be alone at the top. It is not the person who makes the most money in the market that wins or that is the richest, but the consistency of making it a little by little. Thank you very much. This is what I've taken home this morning.
Auntie Esther, thank you very much for that recap. All right, so that's a good one. So, okay, I'm just gonna jump into the last part. I celebrate you so much. Please celebrate Auntie Esther. Put 111 on the chat box. I love the way she doesn't miss out any point. I always love that. I celebrate you, and I'm happy.
She's a very good student.
She doesn't miss out
Ziki, I remember she was the one that analyzed your study, what you taught so well the other time.
She did not miss a part, and I was surprised.
She's a very good student. Your mama, you're a very good student.
Thank you, ma. Thank you, ma, for the
I'm glad you're with us, Mama.
Thank you, sir.
All right, so let's do this. See, something always affects my psychology. When I set out a time to have with my community or anyone in my circle of influence, when I say 30 minutes, 1 hour, 1 hour. So everyone on this call now, I want you to vote. You want me to do liberty strategy? You're not going to leave me in the next 30 minutes. All right, nobody. Yes, because if you leave me, I will not, and I'll not be talking to you again.
Because we need to practice it. Continue.
Dr. Love, can we do it tomorrow so that we know that it's only liberty strategy? Because it's not.
So which team will be teaching us?
No, he can come back tomorrow. Ezekiel can come so that we do it in detail. We don't need to rush it. It's us now. Please don't catch us. Because what he's going to do in 30 minutes now will be rush, and we need to come
Okay,
out.
Ezekiel, team A, we don't have the overrule, so that's team B will go. Team B will rest. They will do their thing on Wednesday. Okay.
All right. So tomorrow. All right. So everything we have learned, please, is they are very germane. You see, I wrote them down. Auntie Esther, at least that's a proof that she also followed up. And Auntie Dubsy, you see how she has come in several times. Dr. Love. So if you didn't note anything today, you missed out big deal, because psychology already, like she said, is 90% she knows, and now it's 60%. It's just a balance. Don't worry. Sometimes risk management and psychology, they work hand in hand, right? Because those two things fight on your emotions a whole lot. So Auntie Esther, that's the part you were mixing up. So 10, yeah, and again too, that's Prosper telling us 10 is strategy, 30 is risk management, and 60 is psychology. And again too, if you say 90 is psychology and 10 is strategy, it is still a balance. All right. So thank you very much, everyone connected on the call. So you meet us on Liberty Strategy. fully loaded tomorrow. And if you come late, you will miss big time. So thank you so much, everyone helping that contributed,
Okay.
all our leaders. We appreciate you. I'll be here tomorrow. Our leaders will be here tomorrow. 1 hour is 1 hour. Thank you so much. Dr. Love, please take it away.
Okay, no problem. Bye-bye. I think Chairman, you are the host.
It's Chairman Uriah's brother. That's the host. It's me, though.
Are you the host, Zike?
Yes, I am.
That means you have two stuff in. I'm seeing web
I
and
have.
see Zike.
Yes, I
Do you
have
have
plenty.
two system
Laptops.
on?
Yes,
Okay,
yes,
okay,
yes.
no problem. So please, when you come in, please change so I don't miss you for my Chairman. Bye-bye.
Bye, everyone.